So I teach two, Algebra Essentials and Algebra 1. Algebra Essentials is preparing them for Algebra 1, so we need to hone in a little bit more of the math skills and make sure that they are ready for Algebra 1 so they don't get behind. And then Algebra 1 teaches them the basics of equations and graphing so that when they move into geometry and Algebra 2 further in their math careers here at high school, they are ready to take that on. All freshmen should take, they have to take both Algebra Essentials or Algebra 1. Everyone has to take Algebra 1. Essentials, if you feel like Algebra 1 isn't the next step for you, if you need a little bit more help in math before you get to Algebra 1, I would recommend taking that so that you get an extra year of practice before you get into algebra. And then Algebra 1, like I said, freshmen have to take it, but it really is going to prepare anyone for basic equation solving out in the real world. So a lot of what we do in Algebra 1 applies directly after high school. And so I think it's really important that everyone has that understanding.
At Leavenworth High School, I teach geometry as well as consumer mathematics. So geometry is an extension of Algebra 1, dealing with shapes and angles, as well as logic and reasoning and thinking skills. And then I also teach consumer mathematics, which is a personal finance class where we talk about things like personal money management, how checking and savings accounts work, as well as things like buying a car, buying a house, and insurance.
Who would you recommend the class to, or your classes to?
Anyone at the freshman or sophomore level, depending on their algebra skills, would be good for geometry. And then if you were a junior or a senior and have a job, consumer mathematics is probably the best option for you.
Okay. And I know you already brushed up on it, but what are the benefits of your classes?
So geometry, the biggest thing is your logic and critical thinking skills. I know that you won't measure triangles all day, every day, but how things work, how processes work, and how to extend ideas is the main focus of geometry. And then consumer mathematics is that personal finance stuff. So someday you're going to get a job, you're going to want to buy a house and buy a car. So you should know how that process works, where your money goes, and how to manage every dollar you get in your paycheck.
What will this class lead students to? So future classes and or careers?
Geometry lends itself into Algebra 2 and even trigonometry here at the high school. And then if you have good spatial algebra awareness, things in the engineering field, the science and tech field, as well as computer applications would be good for the geometry buffs. And then I think everyone should take consumer mathematics. Everyone needs money management skills. I know if I had the knowledge in high school of how money works, I would probably be rich by now. So take my class so you learn the easy way, how to not go into debt, how to not be broke, and where your tax dollars go.